Right, I will eventually get this video up now. Sorry about this. This is the third time now. First time the camera shut down. Second time the dog started barking at absolutely nothing. So, as I've said, when playing Lego The Hobbit, I have mixed feelings about Lego The Hobbit. Because I think there are some aspects that are quite good. I think visually, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I don't think the audio is as good, however, because they've taken the lines pretty much straight out of the film. So they've tried to match it up as best as it can, but to me you can still tell that it's taken directly out of the film, which then again means that you just play a play-by-play of the game and of the film, sorry. And then there's some aspects that you'll be sat there going, if you've got actors speaking in certain bits, so that's fine, and then there's other bits where they don't say anything, so they'll cover it by narration from Christopher Lee, who is absolutely amazing. I love him to bits, and he's fantastic in this game as well. So they kind of patched it together, and I know that this has got a lot of bad reviews about it, and a part of me can kind of see where they're coming from with it. However, there are, and also as well, I think there's too many characters, and they've tried to spread it out by having characters only be able to do specific things. So only one character will be able to have a grappling hook or something that you will need, and one character will only be able to mine a certain material, and then another one will only be able to mine another certain material. So it gets a bit daft. I think because they're just there's so many dwarfs. I mean, there's still so many. I still don't know their names. I've watched all 3 films and I still don't know which is which. So that for me, that's kind of all the bad things of it. The good things, obviously, is that you hear the actors' voices in them, because obviously it's taken from the film. Like I've said, visually it's absolutely stunning. It is quite keeping with the Lego Hobbit, and the Lego games. But let's rock and roll. I'm also hoping that because I'm doing this a little bit differently, because the last video that I did, I was having a few problems with the camera picking up the sound from the game as well as the game recording the audio. So it was constantly the background noise on the camera was constantly fighting with the audio from the screen recording. And it was just kind of getting all kinds of messy. So my hope is, I've put my TV on mute. It's going to make it a bit more difficult for me, because obviously I can't lip read with Lego faces. But we will see. We'll see what happens. So new game. And new save. As I've said, for me, they've also, looking at the map, it just keeps reminding me every time I see it, they've kind of dragged the game out. Right. So you'll get to a certain point, and each bit of the story that you complete, there's about a bazillion little side quests and things that you have to do, knowing full well that they've just kind of gone, we need to pad the game out. So I imagine if you don't want to do that, it won't take you long. So this is obviously the beginning of the first film.
Prosperous. For this city lay before the doors of the greatest kingdom in Middle-earth, Erebor. Stronghold of Thror, king under the mountain, mightiest of the dwarf lords. His line lay secure in the lives of his son and grandson. All would pay homage to him, even the great elven king, Thranduil.
Sorry, I just love that little elf girl crying who came in who was so excited. So I'm currently at Oakenshield.
built deep within the mountain.
See what I mean about the visuals? You just look behind me, just the amount of time and coding that goes into these games is absolutely fantastic. Now, with all LEGO games, you need a certain amount in order to pass. To get the, I don't actually know what it's called in this one. Is it? I think it's called Master Burglar in honour of Bilbo. Who, bless him, gets sidelined in his own films. I know that's the kind of common theme and what some of the reasons that a lot of people don't like it. So it's your usual kind of fighting style. Your square is to fight, to hit things. Cross is to jump. Circle is like a super attack. So if you go, woo. And then triangle is to swap between your two characters. I want to be the sexiness that is Richard Armitage. Whew! I would. He's on my top. He's on my 3B5. My husband doesn't. Well, no, actually, my husband does know it. I tell him often enough. Let's face it, he's not exactly going to come my way, is he? But a girl can dream. So you see what I mean? You are just literally playing through the films in the sense that they've just gone, right, well, in order to progress the story, you just need to walk a little bit further across. You may fight some enemies, but nothing much really. So you destroy these pillars. Now you're about to see what I mean when it comes to having like a hammer or something, which I think is this guy who we can swap to. You can see what it says. So you press and hold it, and there he is, whatever that guy's name is, and he is here. So in order for this poor guy to have a purpose, they've made it that only he can move this block because it's big and heavy. So once he moves it in, it unlocks the door. It should unlock the door anyway. I'm going to destroy some of these. We're not going to worry so much about getting the chest and come back to it in order to show people how to get it. Really? I am your king! Show me some respect. That's more like it. See, these guys know. These guys know my kingship. I mean, just look at that. Look underneath the amount of detail that's gone into it and the colours. It's absolutely stunning. And I just love the fact that with this one, we've kind of moved away from... Because I know in some of the older LEGO ones, what they would do is they would make absolutely everything from LEGO. Whereas here, it just seems to be the stuff more that you interact with in your characters that are made of LEGO. Rather than absolutely everything. I just absolutely love it. It's such a stunning game. So beautiful to look at. So I can forgive it quite a lot of its faults, just purely because of how beautiful I find it and the backgrounds and the scenery. But I am very much like that. I think it's one of the reasons that I like Final Fantasy Type 0 so much, despite the problems that it's had, and a lot of people saying, well, it's not the same as what it used to be, and I can kind of see that, as I've said in my videos before, but I just find it so beautiful. So for some reason these guys have decided to be really horrible and not let me in. Okay, that's just saying the same thing. So I pick that up. Square to throw it. Hey. So apparently these guys need some food, and it's the only way they're going to let you in. So munch away, little dwarves, munch away. I'll sneak in behind you. So this is another thing I need you
in precious gems hewn from rock, and in great seams of gold, running like rivers.
So you can kind of see what I mean about it not really being challenging. Don't really suppose it's supposed to be challenging though, because obviously it's still designed for quite a younger type of market. Now I'm waiting for, and it's not happening at the moment, so I'm just currently destroying everything in the hope of finding it, but it's not seeming likely. But what you tend to kind of do more in this game than what you did before, is you collect, as well as collecting your coins, you also collect resources that you can attain from the things you destroy. And these are very useful for you to build things later on. And I think this is another reason, another way they've added another level to the game is you will have certain areas where you just have to make things, and you kind of see kind of how Lego works. Right, sorry about that. And we are back. So in order to move on to the next bit, we need to jump on here and jump on there in order to open the gate. I don't know why the dwarves decided to make their inner city. I can understand for their outer city, but for their inner city, do they really, really need to make it this complicated? Hello. Just in time. I'm doing a video. That's my husband, everyone. Hello. Say hi. That's my dog who's going to go crazy for a little bit, so sorry about that. So he's run off for some reason, and naturally that means we need to go and follow him. Oh, sorry. Killing all these people. That's what it means to be king. Who's recording me? So as you can see, there's a few little blue sparkly things that are jumping up and down, and if I collect them, that's the resources that I was on about earlier. I'm not allowed to play Lego without Dan, so that's why I was like, if I do it on my own, then he can get mad. And what's the first thing he says when he comes in? You played it without me! This is the first level. I've only just started. Dear me. So you can see at the beginning that when they're all making some stuff, I'm going to make it very difficult for them by being really horrible king and destroying all their stuff. So they don't get to build anything else. I think this is the real reason of the destruction of the dwarves. Need a freezing. I'm a tiny person, so a bit like, for some of you who've played Lego Indiana Jones will remember that there was a little bit of a tunnel that only that really annoying character from the second one could. Oh, I fell and died. Don't do that. Don't go into the melting lava. That hurts. Oh, now you're going to switch off the molten lava of death. Thanks. Don't do it earlier, will you? When I needed it. He's asleep. No wonder he's dead. So even though you might want to turn around and say, oh, I'm going to completely ignore these stupid little bits of resources, you really can't, because you need them to progress, and if you don't collect them all, you get stuck in certain areas. There we go. Oh. Okay. Oh, I think it's because it's gold, and they all get gold sickness. There we go. So I might finish this a little bit and leave it. I know I'm kind of going the long-winded way about it, but I think it'd be interesting for you guys to see exactly what it is that you need to do, things that you can destroy, and also it helps me remember how many points you actually needed to get Master Burglar, because I don't remember off the top of my head. Here we go. So this is the thing that I was talking about when you were on about building it. So if we press circle, it's called loot, and you can check up on how you're doing. So basically, as you can see, you need all of those bits, otherwise you can't make that. But they kind of hang around for you, so it's fine. And you get to build. So it'll start building. There you go, look. Oh, this one's slightly different. So this one you've got to press the correct buttons in order to make it, but there's certain ones later on that are a little bit different. There we go, I built something. Ooh, oh!
The skill of the dwarves was unequal.
That could have ended very badly.
Fashioning objects of great beauty out of diamond, emerald, ruby,
is that a key? Yeah, it's a key. That is a very extravagant key. You really don't need it to be that extravagant. You really don't. There you go. Give me your things. Right, so you see what I mean in a minute, in the sense that you've got to select all the dwarfs before you go over to Laura's house. You see what I mean? Like, if I hit that, you can't do it because only a certain Lego character can build it. The one that they are getting you to do, so you learn how to do it. So you kind of, like with all games, your introductory level is kind of more of a tutorial in order for you to get to grips with the controls, so you know exactly what it is that you need to be doing. So let me just destroy some of the bits around here. But look at all that. I mean, they have fully gone to town with this game. All of the gravel just looks like it was gravel. I feel like I could walk on it just looking at it. Stunning. As I said, visually it's a very good game. What do I need to do? Ah, I need to give him this. There you go, buddy. You have that. What is it? Take it. Take your whatever it is. Oh, it's a flute. Rocking out, dude. Rocking out. Ta-da! So he now joins your party because apparently he needs that one specific thing in order to join. He's a bit of a drama queen. There we go. So this can get a little bit tedious after a while because you just give me the stuff. And if you don't get it exactly right, then it takes longer. And you just kind of just give me my loot. I want to progress with the game. So this was the other builder that I was on about. I think it's this one. That went somewhere. What is it? What was it I'm looking for? Is that rope? I need some rope. Where's my rope gone? There we go. I need some rope. I need some of that. There we go. And it brings you onto this screen. Complete the Lego build by finding the correct missing pieces. Find them quickly to receive a large stud bonus. And it goes through all the bits and bobs. And you need to select the one from the wheel of death. And the longer it takes you, or the more mistakes you make, the more the stud counter goes down. But this bit is kind of cool because you get to see how you would essentially get to make all of these. So I need that wheel. Need that one. Okay, that one. Just the fact that they've individually animated and created all of it, which is pretty amazing. But sometimes they are that small, you can't see it. There we go. And what we have made is something for us to stand and move down on. But I'm going to make some stuff. Ooh, that one quick.
Ever they delve deeper down into the dark. And that.
So I'm going to leave him hanging in the air, I think. And so let me know what you guys think. If you liked it, hit like, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!